Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Hearing that title just now probably gave you some sort of negative reaction, unless you're weird like me and actually enjoy the game. In case you're not familiar, Amiibo Festival is an Animal Crossing spin-off game that was released exclusively on the Wii U in 2015. That was a critical time for Nintendo. Animal Crossing fans were clamoring for a follow-up to the widely successful New Leaf. Instead, we got a Mario Party dupe that relied too heavily on the Wii U's gimmicks, and lacked any life sim features of the beloved mainline games or any competitive minigames that made Mario Party so popular. All in all, Amiibo Festival was a massive disappointment to the majority of audiences. Most people didn't really see the point of it and felt cheated by Nintendo for giving them this when they felt they were owed a quote-unquote real Animal Crossing. In Amiibo Festival, you play as special characters like Tom Nook, Isabelle, Reese or Cyrus, KK Slider, as they traverse through an Animal Crossing town-themed board game. To play the game, you simply roll a dice to determine how many spaces your character will move. Classic board game stuff. The catch is that you have to have the Amiibo figurine of the character you play, as the dice is rolled by placing the figurine onto the Wii U gamepad's Amiibo scanner. You can also earn happy points and bells throughout the game that are saved to the Amiibo and can't be shared to other characters. This is probably the most gimmicky part of the game, and it can be a little frustrating if you're not seated near the other players. To me, it's a small inconvenience. At worst, one player can just hold the gamepad and all the Amiibos and just do all the rolling, but you can also just move closer to each other and pass the gamepad around, which to me feels more like playing a physical board game. Your goal is to compete with your friends and family to earn the most happiness and bells. The spaces on the board have events attached to them, which can change and update depending on the game's circumstances. Each turn you take is a day, and when you start the game, you choose which month you want to play through. Each month has unique events like Toy Day in December or Bunny Day in March. Weekly events occur regularly, regardless of the month you're playing in. For instance, Joan comes and sells turnips every Sunday. You can also get random daily events as long as another permanent event isn't already taking place. One Tuesday, Katrina might decide to make an appearance, or one Friday, you might get a visit from Red. Every event causes the game board to change in some way so that you have a chance to interact with the event. The standard, non-event game spaces are either positive or negative. Positive spaces give you bells, happiness, or both, and negative spaces take them away. If Joan came to town the previous Sunday, each space will also have a random turnip price. Like the mainline Animal Crossing games, turnip prices follow a pattern, such as fluctuating, increasing, decreasing, etc. The pattern can change at any time, which causes all the prices to update. Your goal is to get the most happiness, but bells are converted to happiness at the end of the game, so it's often advantageous to land on a negative space with a higher turnip price. No matter what space you land on, what event it contains, or whether it's positive or negative, you get to watch a little cutscene and read about what happened to your character on that space. If you land on a positive space, your character might have found a winning raffle ticket. If you land on a negative space, your character might have spent a little too much on a hairstyle they don't really like. If you land on an event space, a cutscene related to that event will play. Sometimes event spaces give you minigames, like when Dr. Shrunk visits and you spin a roulette wheel. He tells you a bad joke depending on the number that you spun, and you get a random card that you can use to influence your movement, the game spaces, or the turnip prices. Amiibo Festival's core gameplay loop is very different to any other Animal Crossing game, but in my opinion, it has its spirit. Animal Crossing isn't a game about fighting bosses and winning battles. It's not a game about beating your friends in sports or competition. It's a cozy little life sim that has no deadlines and no real challenges, other than running from wasps and getting yelled at by your villagers when you accidentally bonk them in the head with your net. It's a slow-paced, chill game about making friends and collecting things. Amiibo Festival, at its core, is the same. It just takes the form of a board game rather than an open world. The other players aren't your enemies. You're not trying to one-up them. Unintended. If you make more bells or gain more happiness than them, you do technically win, but all that really means is that you can unlock new outfits a little sooner. I think there are a few reasons why Amiibo Festival was unsuccessful. I think Nintendo wanted a game that would bridge the gap between Animal Crossing and Mario fans. The result is a game that is unlike any other game that I've played before, which I personally love, but I think on a large scale, it just lacked identity and struggled to find its target audience. It's a lot more constricted than a mainline Animal Crossing, and its simple gameplay is arguably boring without the mini-games that spark competition in Mario Party. That's one of the things I admire most about it, though. While I do love Mario Party, it's easily one of my favorite games to play in any group, it can also be a really negative experience. Personally, I'm really competitive, and I've had some near friendship-ending rounds of Mario Party. I think anyone who's played Mario Party before can say the same. Surprisingly though, Amiibo Festival does also bring out my competitive side. I've been a part of some nasty screaming matches over turnip prices. But its cutscenes, peppy music, and encouraging messages, they're also wholesome and help me calm back down. They remind me that playing games with friends is about the shared experience, not about beating each other to a pulp. In my opinion, Amiibo Festival gives you a better multiplayer experience than any of the mainline games do, and I would actually love to see Nintendo take another swing at it. As of now, New Horizons has very little to do in multiplayer. The 3.0 update added Dream Islands, which do help, but there still aren't many options for people who don't love to decorate. Nintendo brought back the Happy Home series already in the form of the Happy Home Paradise DLC. Could be interesting to see them do something similar with this and give us some sort of board game DLC. Or just add it as a base feature in the next Animal Crossing. It's pretty clear to me that they've learned a lot about the Animal Crossing fan base in the years since Amiibo Festival came out, so I do think that they could make it successful in this era. All in all, I do completely understand the disdain for it. I understand why people dislike it. I just don't agree. It may not be the best game out there, but it is wholesome fun, and it's just silly. If you get the opportunity to give this game a shot, or another shot, I think you should take it. Gather some of your favorite people, bake some cookies, go in with an open mind. You might find it's more fun than you expect. I'd love to hear your opinions too, especially if, like me, you're the only person you know who likes it. If you think I'm wrong, that is valid, but you're not going to change my mind. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, feel free to like it and subscribe. I have been ruminating a lot on Animal Crossing lately, so it's quite likely that I'll be putting out more videos similar to this in the near future. I do also stream on Twitch, so feel free to come hang. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!